Hi. Hello. How's it going? In case you didn't know, that's my name. Case. And I do things occasionally. I swear there was some line, something that Rev and I were talking about earlier for ways to develop that later or something, and I already forgot. Hooray. I am on top of things. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. LobCorp, we are having to restart again from an earlier point in time. Because, what's it, the funny little, music man, silent orchestra got really annoying. Like, very annoying. Like, I'm upset having to constantly, like, reset for them. Because the minute they do anything, they will always break out, and we managed to kill it, like, a second too late with the damage we were doing. Because we couldn't accumulate F1 in time. Thankfully, he always seems to accumulate at the central command post, so if I know he's gonna break out in time, I could have started planning to get everyone where he was at that point, but that still was just too much of an issue and too annoying. What day are we at now? We are backing up to day 1 for me to just quickly speed through a lot of things, because I did not want to have Music Man again. So we're ignoring Music Man and just going out with day 1 speedrunning everything else there. But how's it going, sir? Day 1? Yeah, we did a quick reset. Don't mind that. It shouldn't be that hard. We've already, because we've made, like, gotten permanent upgrades for the roguelike, for this, because it is roguelike, we should be able to speed through most of these, like, these days stupid fast. Yeah, like, we're already almost done with day 1 just from one work session there. Yes, I keep all equipment and all research knowledge, so I know everything. All the progress I've made, I keep, like, all the knowledge they've got there, and I keep all the gear. That's why Revy's got the funny suit on instead of the default, like, jacket they've got. Yeah. So see, like, couple seconds in, we're done for the day. I'm basically just re-rolling the monsters I got to find something a bit more useful, and, like, ones that are less of a pain in the ass. Beauty's good for justice. Let's get beauty, because as a general justice trainer, like, we don't need it now. But at some point, like, if we need to do, like, low-level justice training, that'd be pretty helpful. Yeah, we see, like, you saw Malkuth looking a bit like a blocky and body stuff. That's showing, like, how... It's like how Hades, where if you progress the story in the roguelike mode, even if you have to reset back to the start again, you still retain the progress in the story. So everything, like, we're seeing story progress despite having to restart back from scratch. But yeah, how's your day been going? Because I slept through most of today. I have had a terrible time with my sleep schedule recently, so I have mostly just slept. I think I got to bed at like 3 or 4 a.m. and I slept till like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So, like, fantastic rest. I felt amazing waking up. After that, though, like, I'm gonna be up till way early in the morning, and if I can push it to try to just, like, flip the clock and just, like, reset my sleep schedule, that'd be good. But beyond that, most of what I've just been doing today has been get up, do my dailies, and then I started... What is it, you level 3 with everything? Yeah, you're still fine with that. I started working on the Zenless story again. Now that I've been catching up with Zenless Zone Zero, I think I've done the 2.0 story. Yeah, I think that's the one there where we just got done with the first. We got to the temple, we met the Exaltist, etc. Everything there that set up that batch of the patch. So I'm just slowly working my way to get caught up and try to get all of the battle pass stuff I need so that I can actually get that progress done. Yeah, No, not Star Rail. Zenless Zone Zero. ZZZ, not HSR. I know. Yeah, I know Penacony's 2.0. I managed to get caught up with the Dahlia story there. I'm not I like the added context they gave for what was happening in Penacony, even if it was blatantly some retcon stuff they were doing. But I'm not sure I like Dahlia as a character. Like, she's good for the role she plays. The thing is, I'm not a big fan of characters that are like, yes, everyone else but you has had their memories altered, and only you remember the truth. Like Fallen Things. Like, I wasn't a fan of it when it happened with Bleach. I wasn't a fan of it when it happened in like other shows and games, stuff like that. Just because I know if I was in that situation, I wouldn't be like calmly negotiating. I would be throwing hands until something was fixed or I got thrown in the slammer. But the added context with everything else there, for like how it explains more of the history of Penacony and how everything ties up on the outside from when we're not there. Like, some of it felt a bit awkwardly shoehorned in, like the role of like Firefly and Glamoth. Like, some of that felt a bit awkwardly disconnected from how it was. Like, that didn't feel connected at all to how really like any other story of Penacony beforehand went. Yeah, she must be working hard to be able to delete all these memories. Yeah, she really has been. But like, I understand their reasoning for why they added that as new context for like why enter the order and like go for wood and everything there. It makes sense. I'm not gonna argue that. It still fits with what they were going for and what they're doing. Just not sure it's all stuff I like. But still. Yeah, you're watching crime docs, huh? Watch any specific crime in particular, or just like the general, let me tell you the story all about how this crime got turned upside down. I don't know why I was going with that for the story, for the excuse. Or like, this is the story all about how Mr. Krabs from the Krusty Krab secretly feeds people crab meat. My complaint is that we don't know if she's telling the truth or not. That's fair. That's also true. Because she has been shown to be like a habitual liar to a lot of people. Like, especially because Hoyo loves their like unreliable narrators in the first place, but also she was shown to lie and manipulate memories for a Firefly to pretend to be a Stellaron hunter. She lied her way into being behavior adjustment. I think you're the one I like. Like, she was lying on that. She lied her way into being supposedly one of Duke Inferno's children, which I'm not sure if I like that change. Because, like, yeah, it could have been planned from the start. But also, like, with the setup of, here's a bunch of people from the path of destruction that we'll never get to meet. Except now she's back. Except no, she was never a member of Duke Inferno's family. She lied. Everyone, like, had their memories altered and lied to. So, like, okay, so nothing fucking matters. Nothing's true. Who cares anymore, I guess? Which will you behavior adjustment? Increase just instruct prudence, right? Okay. So like, there's a lot of stuff where like every time she's gonna be involved in the future, and like, I know memo keepers in general, when they're involved, like a lot of stuff gets a bit confusing, especially when they're having to deal with work against the Enigmata and stuff like that, because they're like connected paths, and in one way or another, there's always gonna be some confusion or like misdirection, but still, like, congratulations, now we can't trust that anything that they show us in promo material is actually real. In which case, why bother getting excited for a lot of the promo material if they're gonna lie to us? It's just a lot. I still like the original story of Penacony, and I like, if this is still the truth of what happens, the added context helps fills out a lot of space there and like makes it come together a bit more. I appreciate Argenti's cameo of everyone going, who the fuck is this guy? Who's he supposed to be the backup for? That's our boy, the Knight of Beauty, just showing up out of nowhere to cause trouble. But beyond that, I don't know. I probably will have to like sit on it a lot more, like actively like go back and look at the full plot of Penacony again and then see it with the new added context. Maybe if someone like Ashikai or something does her usual videos. He's just the comic relief for this. Honestly, if they just want a character to just be full comic relief, him just appearing out of nowhere, causing, like, doing justice, quote unquote, and then disappearing, I will not be upset by, because, like, since he's the only member of his faction we've ever met, and he's literally just off, because his faction is also just like a bunch of scattered people off looking for beauty. He's got enough set up perfectly just to be, hello, I am Weird Man, let me tell you the story all about how Idrilla's life got turned upside down, or whatever. Why do I keep going back to that he has a so fucking Fresh Prince theme, like, riff bit thing there? I don't know. But he set up enough, like, I could believe him being a funnier, like, improv, like, gag character or something. With Argenti being an improv gag character more than, like, Aha or any of the other masked fools we've seen. Yeah, for some reason, he's also always near the swarm, which I feel Wispy on, like, if they're gonna keep having Argenti show up near the swarm, they're gonna try to tie it closer into Adrilla's fate, closer into the swarm again, because that was one of, like, the big pivotal moments in the lore. Because, like, we already saw that with the Penacony patch, where thanks to Adrilla's death, thanks to the swarm disaster, one of the Eons died, another arose. We got Nanook to start down the path of the destruction, etc., etc. Like, no, don't retry. Yeah. Let's go there. Swarm from StarCraft? No, Park. Also, hi, thanks for stopping by. Remember to grab every Aleph. When I get to it, sure. When I get to them, yeah. Starting from scratch again, just to not have to deal with, Silent Orchestra as my only Aleph is the current plan. But, no, this is not the Swarm from StarCraft. This is Honkai Star Rail. There's a group of enemies called the Swarm Disaster, which are literally just endlessly replicating bugs over and over and over and over and over. Like, not even like a big hive mind or a big plan. They're just like endlessly over and over repeating. He was there during the Yunli quest. Like, are you talking about the companion quest for Yunli? Because I remember playing it, but I don't remember much about that. Yeah. But if he was there, that's... Oh, during the event. During the, like, a sword hunt event where they were teaching March. Right, if it was there, that makes sense then. Honkai Star Rail, how could you, Casey? You cheating on Ishmael? Park, I've been playing Star Rail longer than I was playing Olympus Company. I've been playing that, and I've been putting more money, and I've done a lot more with those games than I have with Project Moon at the time. Like, I'm into the games now. Like, I'm into the series now, etc. But, sadly, when it comes to, like, level of precedence, Star Rail's technically got more on me, because it's a lot more of a daily driver than Limbus is for me. Just because there's more gameplay and everything. Then abandoned Honkai, Ishmael misses you. Okay, but I can't do that. I can't just abandon Honkai Star Rail. That's literally my daily game. What I do is, like, it's up there with Fate Grand Order and, like, Madoka Magica, etc. as, like, my daily, like, drivers for things when I need stuff to do with my hands. And hi, Sean Murphy Love. What's this game about? Thanks, somebody. This is Lobotomy Corporation. We are in charge of a big facility. Each of them have a bunch of interesting inhabitants, like a floating skull that whispers your sins at you, a bird that pecks you if you've ever thought about doing something bad, a magic eye. I don't even know how to describe this one. I don't even really know how to describe this one. But yeah, we are the ones who have to run this facility and, like, make sure the monsters inside don't escape. So we make them happy and we make sure to do enough tests of them to like fill our daily quota. Does that help explain everything for you? Daily games play into the Gungeon. It's available on mobile and the price is worth. See, thing is like with Gungeon and other like action games like that, those are games I like and I can enjoy, Park, but the thing with that is like if I want something to do daily on my phone to like fill time, I don't want like a high intensity action. I gotta keep my focus 100% all the time on it, like play it, like full of reaction on stuff. Because, well, firstly, trying to do like a high stakes action game like a Zenless Zone Zero or a Devil May Cry or something like that on my phone always feels uncomfortable, just because I do not think touchscreen controls are the greatest for that sort of action combat. Thank you, Pachi, for the hydrate and the posture check. So if I'm going for like a daily driver game, I usually tend to make a sort of thing, something more like either turn-based or like something that's got like clear like start-stop moments so I can like generally more turn-based or like simulation stuff. So like Uma Musume, where I can like spend turns training up a thing, but also like if I need to stop and pay attention to something else at the moment, I'm not punished for not having like split-section constant reactions. Or like with Honkai Star Rail or with Limbus Company. Those are games that are directly turn-based. I can just spend a turn, do an action, let them play out while I'm doing something else. Speaking of HSR, were you able to beat the new content thing with Nightmare Mode? I have been able to. Most of them. I have been able to do the new content mode for... Okay, so for context, for those who might not know, or who don't play Honkai Star Rail, every few patches, they will do a new sort of like combat challenge to test out game modes and stuff. So like future content stuff. What they're currently doing is testing out new ways to have different types of difficult battles that aren't just increasing the HP the enemy has and how much damage they do. So currently they've got stuff where like your HP bar doesn't matter. How much HP you have is just a separate resource instead. Instead, you have to hit the enemy X number of times, and once that number of time reaches 0, that's when they're defeated. So it's changing the combat from being focused instead on do big damage to hit often. So that changes what the current meta and the challenge is. The one I've been having a lot of issues with, Sarah, right now on your end is there's one where like you have to have where at the end of every like wave, so every set number of turns, whoever's HP is 0 will be deleted. If it's not that set turn where the HP is finally tallied, you can do damage over their maximum HP bar, or you can heal past that or recover. That's the one I see the most difficulty with, just because like you need to bring a lot of healing at that time in my experience. Because the others where it's you have to split your team halfway between like you can only use half your team on one fight and half your team on another. That one was generally easy for me because I just threw Fei Xiao and Cypher at one side, then Castoris and Hyacinth at the others. Let's see what else is there. My Remembrance Premium team carried me except for the ones that needed healers. That was just a team of healers and shielders. That I might need to try that one again for that second one later on. Kanto 9 is crazy. Dante is suffering hell even more. I have not gotten all the way through Kanto 9 just yet. I got through the first section. I was working through the second section before stream, but I've not gotten caught up just yet. I have been busy with a lot of other games who have just released story patches that I'm trying to catch up with. I was mentioning to Sarah earlier at the start of stream. I picked up Zenless Zone Zero again, which I'm playing that on my PC, not on my phone. So I'm able to use a controller or my mouse and keyboard and have more actual reaction time and better control over the actual hack and slash beat 'em up combat they've got going on. And Dante's going to suffer in hell even more. I mean, yes, Dante's going to hell even further. In hell we live lament. I do know Inferno. I did, in fact, try at one point to read the first canto of the Divine Comedy and realized, oh man, right, this was written in like the year 1000 during Rome or like something. Like, this is an old book and it reads like an old ass book. Hold on, let's see for a sec. We've got to pick. Let's get cherry blossoms now for there. That's generally too much there. Skip Angelo, because we got to make a. Before I just go on yapping again, we've got to make a new batch, not even a new batch, just a brand new nugget again to start up their journey of level up and everything. Oh, and the game's crashing. Game, no, please. Okay. All right, hire. Who's this gonna be? Actually, yeah, we don't have your stuff yet, Park, but we don't have Army in pink just yet. We can make you right now, I guess. Let's put, how do we make a pinkish thing? Do we drop you down a bit? You know what, sure, we'll just go with that, because we can't exactly make pink easily that much, but, Pacquiao there, Revi, you've got 444, can I start putting you in some, no, you need to be level 5 for those, so we'll just save, we'll just keep you in those wows for now, until we can manage to get you, a proper, like, the Army in pink, let's get, what do you go suits are like pink-ish? Ecstasy's got something there, so we'll just give you a shark. The shark head gun, and like the shark armor there, and that should get you close enough, I believe, to dealing with, to pink until we get Army. Let's get going. We've got some new people in there. But, now where was I saying? I had stuff I was saying before we got to the new day, and I've completely forgotten it by now. Whoops. Try to think. We were talking about mobile games. We were talking about the Cantos. We were talking about. Yeah, I remember that. Rome is crazy. They had twink leaders before, not just one multiple times. As the leaders built Rome because the previous one was a psychotic tyrant. I honestly, like, you could just say, yes, the previous leader of Rome was a psychotic tyrant, and that would not narrow anything down. There were too many of them. Because, like, we've always got, like, the classic of good old Caligula who turned his horse into a senator. Like a full legal rights voting member senator. That was a whole thing. There was good old, like, Nero Claudius Augustus Germanicus. The one that fate turned into, you know, another red saber face. And then immediately started getting, like, insane amounts of fan art, quote unquote, if you know what I mean. Okay, no one's complaining, that's fine. I forgot which year Rome had a cycle that went like this. Tyrant destroyed Rome. Rome was rebuilt by a new leader. After peace, twink leader elected. After a twink leader, a psychopath leader was elected. Probably something like, it's probably some routine like that. I don't know. I have the whole, like, Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire books, like, on Audible that I've been sitting on, like, ready to listen to when I'm just in one of those moods where I need to rethink about the Roman Empire and, like, have it absorb my life yet again. But thankfully a bunch of mobile games and other games have been taking up that focus right now, so I don't need to worry to, like, fall back on the, like, Rome just yet. But I know that's one I've been sitting on for, like, a couple of years, because that's a lot of history about how everything that kept starting to pull Rome apart brick by brick, piece by piece over the years it was there. So, I don't know. What was I saying? Okay, what? Okay, no, I was just hearing things. I thought I got hit by a ping or something just yet, because I will say, small warning now, just a heads up. Stream might end slightly abruptly today. Not because I don't like streaming to you all. I do. The thing is, my friends like Arthur, Aries, Khaled, etc. them, all the ones I had available for my 2.0 anniversary thing there. they're gonna be trying to go have a watch party for the new Knives Out movie. And they're having that tonight. And I'm just waiting to get a ping from them on when that's actually happening. I have not been told when just yet, it just knowing that it will happen at some point. Why are you taking so long, Park? Park, it's just a shark. Oh my, Park. What's wrong with that shark gun? Hold on. Wait, wasn't the shark gun bugged? Hold on. Dreaming current. The shark gun was bugged, I thought. That it like wasn't doing its full damage. Quote, dreaming current bug. Well, no, it's not dreaming current, it's the ecstasy bug. That was it. Yeah, okay, I need to get a mod to fix that one. Okay, so we're getting you. Park, we're getting you a new weapon as soon as we get to this next one, so, we can't get out Warm-Hearted Woodsman, because everyone's too hot, by default too high to use to help them, so... Void Dream, you're coming with us. You should have a LobCorp model VTuber, maybe employees major. I'm not a VTuber model. I do have the art I had from, the art I did commission for, like, the thumbnails and stuff as, like, reactives I can pull out. Like, if I pull out my Fugi. Come on, load up, Fugi, I know you can. Fugi, oh, right, that was it. I need to join a VC in order for the Fugis to actually work. Otherwise, it'll just beach ball there. So if I... Fugi Tech. Come on. Why are you like this? Why are you being so unreliable recently, Fugi Tech? Okay. Where's my backup of... Okay. Local reactive, that's me there. Where's my adjust change to look like the, proper... Okay, so just need to put the image URLs there. Give me a second. Cause like I do have the reactive faces some. Where is it in my art? My big art server thing here. Yeah. Copy link. There we go. So I just go here, properties. So if I just replace you there with you there. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a bit too small. But like I do have little guy here. Like if I want to go like it's not a full agent, it's not like a full like LobCorp VTuber model just cuz that full VTuber models are a bit expensive, but I do have these little guys for reactives. And hi Arlek, how's it going? Isn't that Pokemon super heavy in Ultra Rule 34? I don't know about that latter bit, but I do know, yes, Mawile is stupidly heavy. It's like half their body is made of like steel or something. But I will put up with that weight because Mawile is my favorite Pokemon. Really? Is it only 11.5 kilograms? Okay, that's a bit better. I was thinking of Mega Mawile, where it's 23.5 kilograms or 52 pounds-ish. So yeah. But hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. While I'm here, before I forget, because I know I'm gonna forget, Eagleus, Park, you're getting a different weapon. That shark is bugged. So you're getting, Oh? You don't have high enough justice yet, so we're not putting you in there. We'll give you... No, Park will give you... You don't have the fortitude for that one yet. Because we gotta keep the fit match going, so you'll take green stem instead. Yeah. Arlex got competition now. Lots of hag stalkers like takers like Sinclair and textbook. Are people doing like putting textbook with the thumb nurse father? Because like I think I saw you two joking about, like, if not you two, I saw a couple of people joking about that in Blurry's server, but I've not gotten... I don't know if there's like more content for the thumb nurse father just yet beyond Act 1 of the Kanto, so I don't know if there's more stuff I'm missing or if it's just, haha, look, text the what? This is another one they were raising. It was me. Okay, good to know I'm remembering that right. Like, I mean, Arlek, you just gotta step up. Like, step up and show your stuff. Prove your worth. Like, show them what you got. And hell, Lemon Learn too. Thanks, Samba. I'm trying, Pork. It's not easy to eat chicken. You say that, but look at what Sinclair. Look at what Sinclair did as a chicken. Look at the Heisho pack. Yo? Is it the Yo branch? Heisho pack. Yeah, it is the Yo. The Yo branch, like, members of the Heisho pack. Yeah, like, you need to, like, if the chickens there are going well for Heathcliff, for Sinclair, like, you gotta step up. We know you can do it. You just gotta, like, put in the work and put in the effort. Or are you gonna let Chicken Sinclair beat you, both in getting hags and as a chicken. Also, hi, Lemaloon, and hi, Blurry. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, ooh, a reset. Yes, I got kind of annoyed at trying to, like, deal with, Silent Orchestra. I got really annoyed with just, like, every time I was trying to do some progress, Silent Orchestra would pop out, so I just memory hold back to get his stuff, and then reset to just try to get different Aleph. I don't mind dealing with Aleph, it's just every time that one would break out, I'm always, like, a second off from doing enough damage to actually kill it. So that's my plan. But how's your all's day been, besides, Arlek in absolute grief over everything going on with the current Kanto? Also, sorry, I had to remember, because I remember this got pointed out to me. Ryoshu is Gen Z? Ryoshu's a Zoomer? She's like 27? What? That's fucking crazy, because everyone was like calling her like 40 or some shit. Like, she's stupidly young compared to everything else. Like, everyone else, she's one of the few people we've got like a canonical like age for. Because hold on, let me pull up the current ages we've got that I know of. Limbus r/Limbus company. Shut up, I don't need the custom beat. Not now. Ages. Come on, new. Show me. Show me the stuff. Yeah, so Ryoshu is 27. We know Sinclair and Heathcliff are probably younger. We know definitely Don Quixote, Isang, Hong Lu, and Gregor are definitely older, because Gregor and Otis were... Otis is absolutely, definitely. Because those were both in the war, which I think generally based on that timeline would have been happening while Ryoshu was, like, pretty young. So people are kind of devastated by that. She's still, because she has a daughter, she still qualifies for MILF for people there, but not hag status yet. Autism is the true hag. Yes, Otis is still in true hag status. Also, I don't know if I said it. Hi, Rescue Squad Culp. Thanks for stopping by. How's your all's day been? I think we can just do one more and then just end the day. Revy, get your practice there. Park, we're about to get invaded by the, like, food feasts, the fruits. I hope this weapon does better than the freaking shark. Okay, that's numbers I can respect this time. Okay, we get there. Revy, go kill there. You missed my idea. Oh, the fact was it? She's a fake hag. Rio's literally the same age as me. Ain't no way. I think that's the thing that's catching everyone off guard, that she's that young, and everyone's like, no, my hag memes, we're losing them. But no, Orlek, there is a plus side to this. There is in fact a plus side to this. That's one less hag for Sinclair. Okay, Meat Lantern, Scarecrow, Ole. Scarecrow we could probably feast on and then fight with. Oh, he meant the idea for a funny stream. Let's scroll up then. Joke stream idea for Case and Blurry would be to play Fallout Shelter. It ain't bad, but it's more of a slow game management slim. I guess. See, I've played Fallout Shelter when that first came out, but I wasn't that. It's fine, but I think it's a bit too slow paced for the like management style compared to how like this is going to like management like LobCorp, because LobCorp you're not stuck with like daily timers waiting. Like the problem with like streaming a mobile game or like a game like that was based off of like something like oh we don't have more of these. Okay, let's get insight work down there and just Park, I expect you to be able to fight off the Scarecrow while Revy gets training up here. But like it's a solid management game if you need something to do, but I don't think for a stream content, like the framing of it with how slower paced it is, it would be that enjoyable unless it's just like background footage for like a yapping stream, which is always fine, but I feel like we could have other games that we like engage with more for a background yap fest. Alright, where are you running through? Yeah, come on. Get back down there. Go on, kill. What damage type do you do? Or you can play Fallout 76 with Blurry and just roll with it and learn as you go. I mean, I played a little bit of Fallout 76. I won't say back when it came out. I think I played it like 2022 or something. Because it was, at some point, it was free for people who had Twitch Prime or something. Get yourself sanity back. There we go. There we go, yeah. I just gotta send both of you and that'll handle all the problems I need. Alright, so Park, head back up, heal up. Revy, do work there. How do you feel about a belt that's also a watch? My friend says that would make a sick accessory as a car. What do you mean by like a belt as a like a belt you wear around your waist, or like a belt that you like wear like normally like a watch, but it's like thick, like the thick normal belt leather wrapped around like a watch? Because I feel like I need a bit more information than that to fully make the context, because when you first say a belt that's a watch, I'm just thinking like, yes, it's one of those things where like a Kingdom Hearts character has like an extra belt loop that just like strapped and hanging down by their waist. That's got like a like pocket watch or something like tied to it or something. Okay, get another suit there. Park, you go back to do another batch of insight work. Revy, you come down here. We're just gonna like kick the Scarecrow's ass again. You know, if we're just gonna be farming Park to get some like insight training today to go fight, that's good. I'm getting pinged. Is it time? It is not time for yet. We've still got, that was just a separate server ping. We're good. That's just what I said. It's a waste of time. Exactly. See, I appreciate that as opposed to Blurry going, we're just hearing that and going, fuck you. Yeah, I appreciate your highbrow comedy. That's why we have to, like, bully Blurry into accepting his fate. Oh. You know, this makes it so much easier if I just keep you two here, like, farming Scarecrow like this. Holy you two are just gunning I feel like, okay, Scratch, I feel like that might have just been, big, like, Big Bird has got so much damage it can output. Also fair. Meltdown. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But still. A yapping stream of Fallout Shelter as a background wouldn't be bad, since you can just name the vault dwellers. That's also true. But I think if we were gonna do another, like, management, like, organization game or something like that, we'd probably go back to doing... It wasn't Stellaris, it was, like, Endless Space, or, like, we do Civilization again. Because I know that was something we both liked to do. We both liked playing when we were doing our collab for that a while back. That's a lot of black damage. Yeah, I would hope so. Like, we need this scarecrow to learn its place and stop trying to drink our brains. We need that, and it doesn't at least have the funky music like the brain-sucking slug from like Aurelio Voltaire when he was doing the Billy and Mandy song, you know, the brains, I won't lie. I'll eat the brains of the zombified. Sir, they might think it's deranged, but they won't give it a thought after I've eaten their brains. I don't know if anyone actually remembers that from the current chat. Because I know Park's Korean, and I don't know the like general age of anyone else in there. So if anyone actually remembers, like Grim Adventures of Billy Man. Okay, Arlick gets it. Thank you. Good. I'm glad someone does, because Voltaire is one of my favorite like musicians of all time, and I'm glad someone will understand that. And also, hi X, thanks for stopping by. How goes index posing around there? Go around, stuff like that. I hope when I die, the Grim Reaper has a Jamaican accent. You know, if that was the case, I couldn't complain. I would just accept my fate then. Because I know, like, if he's got that, if the Grim Reaper's got that accent, man, they've got enough going on. Like, I can't even, like, argue about my death there. They've got too much stress going with work around that my issues are nothing compared to having to be stuck with them. Did you hear? Project Moon released new merch. I hope ID plushies are the sinners. Which ID do you wish was a plush? If we're talking full ID stuff like that, let me pull up the list of identities on the wiki.gg. Because if it's not base form identities... Oh, nope. Oh, come on. You gotta stop sucking out that brain, Scarecrow. There are other smarter people you could go for. But if we're talking about plushie stuff like that, I think the first one that would be very easy to make a marketable plushie is Heisho Pack Don. Like Heisho Pack Don Quixote, when she's got that big fluffy coat around her. Like before she goes like all like war mode, because like in her initial art before it goes uptime, when she's got the coat and like the jacket around her, it's so fluffy around, like they could definitely like give a nice simplified body shape and like huggable format to that would be so good and like nice to have. All right, we've gotten Scarecrow like here. Fill that again so we can just leave there. Revy, do some I guess what was it, instinct training there with the skull. That was the first one I would think of there. Plus, like, you can get like the small, like, you could simplify a lot of that design easily with the small round body, like the fuzz around the head too, like small fake horns coming out, and just like with the scarf and like the small like ram goat like pin on her face. That's enough like simple design that you could put on a plush and have it be like appealing still. Beyond that, hear me out on this one. This is an odd one, but I think it would be very funny. Blade Lineage Mentor Merceau. Blade Lineage Mentor Merceau, where he's being bamboo-hatted Kim as a marketable plushie. Do you see the vision I have? Are you understanding like the concept? Do you see the deal? The vision is like there's an end point there that is like a golden ending. Because as well, just like with Don Quixote, that's a design you can easily simplify for a character design, and you can also give like a funny comical hat that would help like simplify. You don't need to make a bunch of pattern stuff for the face if you don't need to, so you can just do big hat, and the big hat with just a with a blue eye coming out underneath. That's also unique and visually distinct. Yeah. Okay, and if I was going for a third that was also distinct from the others, because we've already got a Don Quixote, we've got a Musso. Based on your vision, I would have said Thumb Salt. Thumb Salt is also a good. Oh right. If I scroll in while I'm looking in there, I can't. Whoops. Hold on. Like Thumb Salt's also good, but I feel like that's more like that's a marketable plushie you pull out later on if you're doing like a full set of fingers, like a full hand of fingers plushies there. Because if you're just going for like general designs that could be like marketable and everything like that, I think Blade Lineage Rousseau can give like a different like appeal from like instead of like the soft roundness of Heisho Pack Don Quixote, you can then get like a different like haha, I am serious plush man haha appeal going on there. Then for the last one, hold on, like notes from a portrait. Yeah, let's get portrait. Stat redistribution's always nice. For the last one, that's a hard thought then for. Because if I don't want to pull out another Don and I don't want to pull out another Merceau, so like spread them around to get like 3 up. Who else has got like designs I could see turned into really solid plushie stuff? I think. If so, what would you think of Mr. Salt as a yellow? I have not finished part 2 yet, so that is entirely words that are going by my head. I don't have the context. I think right now I have just met in part 2 the Ring Nurse Father. I just saw him pass by, you know, Heathcliff and Sinclair, so I have not much context, so much else going there yet. I've been working through it on the way up, but I've not gotten there just yet since fuck the centipede abnormality fight, having to do that in 10 turns. Like, I swear. So annoying. I want to just get that done already. But it takes so long to, like, just to get, like, kill it in the condition it wants, where it's got, like, its after-death charges with only 4 sinners. Because, thankfully, the sinners I've got have made a really solid Tremor team, because I've been running, Horse Isong, I've been running, N-Corp Ryoshu, Thumb Salt, and, what's his name? The new, the Night Owls Capitano Gregor, because they form a decently solid Tremor team together, with some bleed and burn from Ryoshu and from Thumb Salt, that, like, help fill each other up there. And thanks to, like, the damage they pop off, Night Owls Capitano can keep following up with his stuff there. Kim Ji-hoon's right, reminding us why we hate the centipede. That's why I don't play Uma Musume, because we have Uma and Limbus. Okay, but listen. You don't have my favorite horse in all of Uma, the divorced dad of a horse. Stay Gold. Like, this is a horse that was just added to, like, Uma, like a few months ago. And, like, you don't have this divorced dad of a horse. Like, everything about this makes them look like some homeless person you'd see in a Yakuza game. Like, they don't have them, and sadly, without Stay Gold, I don't know if I could stick around, if I could not keep away from Uma. What do you mean that horse is married to Ideal Uma? No, sadly, isn't Ideal Uma perpetually single? Because is perpetually single because I don't think no matter how close horse Ideal is to Faust, I don't think Faust is gonna be the one to engage the relationship, especially not Mao. Single father Stay Gold with the Asian casual exactly, like everything about that Stay Gold design is like so good I can't even be upset. What's going on? Under Temperance 2, bad blah blah. That's fine. Okay, yeah, so we can just do some more work there with you. Get some. Actually, no. What am I doing there, Revy? You go down and do some instinct work with the tree. God, I love how the meme goes from her being a deadbeat dad to wanting and loving her when she comes. I don't know what you say. I have been wanting Stay Gold from the minute they released her design finally. And I was like, yes, that's my new favorite horse. I'm sorry, Taiki Shuttle and Narita Taishin. I am bounce. You two have to move back. One, we've got the deadbeat dad coming home. Sure, there will never be Anvil Teriyaki and Stay Gold. Okay, if you're talking about Stay Gold's singing voice, have you seen Stay Gold and I'm trying to remember the other two who were with her when they're singing like a Uma Puroi Densetsu or something? Where they're just doing like the ooh Umadachi ooh Uma Puroi. Like when they're doing that, it's so like flat and deadpan. It's hilarious. Let me see if I can find it actually. Because I think I posted that on my server, hold on, at some point. So it should be easy to find. The monotone is ooh possible. Here we go, hold on. Put you there. Mute the game. Let me pull it up. Sources right desktop. Ooh. It's so flat and monotone. It's hilarious. Like, oh, Umadachi. Oh, Umapyoi. Like, the energy swap is drastic between those two. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I said window capture game. There we go. The way Stay Gold sings, Orlok uses that Uma so much to express emotions. If we get the horse meme, when we sent a pic of Sinclair surrounded by hags, he used Uma. Oh yeah, that's Oguri, if you mean. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Oguri Cap with all the meme expressions right now, because Oguri's got the current anime adaptation with Cinderella Grey, and the manga for Cinderella Grey coming out, that's been out as well, taking all the attention, because it's peak. Which I still need to finish it, because I've got Cinderella Grey like visible on my desktop ready to go whenever I want. I've just not been caught up with it just yet. I need to catch up with a lot of shows, but every time I want to sit down to watch a show, I want to do something else with my hands, and all the games I would like to do something with my hands while I'm waiting for have story patches out too, so I can't just like sit there and not watch or play. Yeah. Manga ending. Oh, did the manga finally end? Okay, so we've got all the source material for the. Huh. So I was not paying attention. Whoops. Revy's gone. Let's what do you mean that didn't happen? I didn't get distracted by Uma to not notice that we lost someone. That never happened. What do you mean? Let's go. Revy, let's send you off to do profession work there. Park. Do some insight, do some attachment work there. Would you? Hey, back from the start. What do you mean? It's another beautiful day. Oguri, yes, Oguri is absolutely. Fuck. Bit my lip there. Bit my lip while talking. Haven't done that in a while. But yeah, Oguri is absolutely depicted as a glutton, like constantly eating comical amounts of food, which. Also, to be fair, that is something they just do generally depict their characters doing in general a lot. Because, I know they also did that with Special Week as, like, someone who's also, like, comically, like, a big eater. And Special Week is their, like, usual general, like, default horse they like showing off because she's a nice, simple one. That I can't believe Agnes beat Reze in the best anime. I mean, have you seen beginning of a new era or Road to the Top? It was one of those. I keep getting those two confused because I saw them both appear on my timeline at the same time. I think it's Road to the Top. Road to Top Road. Yeah, okay, no, so it is beginning, yes, beginning of newer era, not, yeah, so, yeah, because, like, to be fair, first off, like, if you just see, Tachyon anywhere, she was built to be, stupidly popular with all of her nonsense going on of being, like, the kooky mad scientist with, like, the evil, like, semi-yandere grin thing going on there. So, we like Agnes Tachyon here. Then we get to go off to stuff like, oh, hello, Queenie, and Maria Keithley, I think. Is it Maria Keithley or Mariah Keithley? But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Oh Lord the Devil, Park, don't be rude to Queenie. She's a magical girl of justice. We respect magical girls in the house, no matter where they come from. Like, whether they come from Cube, whether they're pre-cure, whether they're, I don't remember where Tokyo Mew Mew get those things, whether they get them from being Sailor Senshi, whether we get them from making a contract to hunt down the Clow cards. We respect magical girls in this house, excuse you. But who's my favorite VTuber? So, I've got, like, 2-ish answers to this. I've got, like, the favorite VTuber I don't know. Like someone I don't have some professional and or friendly direct connection to. That would be Mori Calliope from Hololive, you know, the Grim Reaper from Hololive English myth. That's the one who I like the most. I love her music. Something about whenever she has like contests, like, oh yeah, remixing her stuff there, like I just get into, like, somehow find myself able to lock in again and do music despite not having, like, being able to do progress or something at the time. Then there is, if it's someone I know directly, someone I know I have done, like, collaborations with, I've, like, talked with stuff there, it would probably be Phoebe-chan Chibi, from who you know now from, it's something Densetsu. I know that's what they just added, hold on. Phoebe, where are you from? Densetsu EXE, that was it. You know, the person who is now working with, like, Made Mint and, Vicky Roman, like those trio from there. Like I've known Phoebe for a while from when we both debuted, because hey, Phoebe and I both debuted on the same day. That's crazy now that I think about it, because that's 5, almost 6 years ago now. Oh God, my bones. I'm old. Oh. But I remember that Phoebe is great because she's always so hardworking. Because, like, every time I see her going, she's got either some new song she's working on, some new project, some stream she's doing, or she's been bouncing between, like, streaming back when she was streaming as Ami Amami with the Sony VTuber group. It wasn't Phase Connect, it was Project Prism, maybe? I don't remember. It was one of those there. But she was always working so hard, exceptionally, like, to try to get her dream to be, like, the 2.5D idol she wants to be done, and make good progress on that. So I could only end up respecting her for how much work she does, how hard she works for there. Every, like, the variety of stuff she does, from video game voice acting, like her streams, making music, her, like, silly shorts, everything there. Like, if that was the favorite VTuber of someone I know directly, it would be her. If it's someone I don't, it would be Mori Calliope, if those two answer your question. Sorry, I just started going and, like, rambling at that point. Sorry if that was just sort of me, like, going off topic a bit. Maria, I think? One of those. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting new messages. Thank you for the hydrate and posture tech, Pachi. Welcome back. Let's do another work with Bevy, because I've been sitting on the same day for a little bit, and I kind of need to speed this up, because we need to at least get back to the central command hopefully before I get pinged to join for a movie night. Heh, the chicken here is safe right in the morality. Okay. Okay, you give... Oh, sorry, wait, while I was yapping, was Park trying to offer Orlek as a sacrifice to Queenie, like our favorite magical girl? What were you doing, or like, come on, Park. Come on, don't just offer up Orlek like that. It's okay, do you have autism? I know I've got ADHD with that, like, giving me, like, big hyperfixations. I don't think I've taken the autism test. So I will just say, who knows? But, I will just let whatever happens, happen. And if it comes out there, I don't mind. Like, I'm just not gonna really change how I live my life. Because I know how I am. Scarecrow, good old Scarecrow. Ooh, movie night, what are you watching? So... My friends are Ares, Nanos, Arthur Dracolich, and Callard Kane, and like KJ and a couple other people are gathering up in Arthur's server to go watch the new Knives Out movie. Dead Man, whatever it is. Wake Up Dead Man, that's it. The third of the Knives Out films, like the mystery starring Daniel Craig, the guy who used to be James Bond, stuff like that. I love mystery stuff because I love, like, I have a wonderful time just listening to mysteries, like trying to solve them on my own as I'm hearing them. Hence why, like, if I have been doing when I used to play a game like a Umi Neko, which is a big like murder mystery game, or stuff like a Danganronpa or like was it Shadows of Doubt, those detective-y murdery mystery games, stuff like that. I love trying to figure them out. But I also know that, like, generally I'm better with doing that for when, yeah, so I love looking those up, generally more in a narrative story case, as opposed to just doing it in a, like, because I played Shadows of Doubt for a while, and that was fun as, like, a procedural mystery detective thing, but I also know, like, generally my own sort of process there is, like, I understand a lot more of, like, narrative structure and how stories are told, and that's how I end up, like, solving and guessing and, like, working through mysteries more than just being good at actually solving mysteries on their own merit. Do pay attention for when the ordeal happens, Scarecrow, and that could be an issue if it happens at the same time. That's true. Yeah, that's a good call, actually, Queen, because I was just gonna autopilot and, like, keep yapping about that and just letting Scarecrow come up, because it is just the machines, though. They are generally not that big of a threat, and we have been leveling up the equipment. We have leveled up a lot of the equipment we've given to the Nuggets so that they are able to better defend themselves. But you know what? That's fair. If we're gonna do that, let's hold on. Let me kill this bot. Go away, bot. We don't want you. I said go away. There we go. Took me a sec to actually manage that. Oh, no problem. Happy to help. Thank you so much. I'm still trying to get you in the Abno roulette, because I've gotten night so often here with for like 3 times, I think, in my various different days in the facility, but I've never managed to pull you or Kingy just yet, which has been slightly annoying. Because I want to complete, like, have all of the magical girls in the facility, show off, like, we appreciate their support and help whenever Abno comes out. But no, apparently, whoever's in charge of, like, directing the Abnos here, I think that's Bina's department, they just are just like, you know what? No, we've got other things we need to send you. Like Silent Orchestra again. Because the funny music man is obviously more important to you. That's fine. That's just me getting upset at having Silent Orchestra cause so much trouble. Alright, Park, have fun fighting the robots. Is it just one? Oh, no, there they are. Okay. Let's come on. Okay, Revy, come on. I understand you're there with Beauty. I understand Beauty is very interesting, but I need you to help. No! Revy, I need you to hurry up. Get there faster. There we go. Smash that robot to pieces. Look what it's done, taking away several of your clerks. How could they? Oh, but now you've got Max Justice and you're level 5. Can we give you a left key? My siblings are just as awesome as me. I'm happy you like us so much. I am a sucker for so much magical girl stuff, so I will the minute I found out this game had like magical girls in it, that's kind of what sold me to keep trying again. Because I remember getting told about it in, I think, 2018 or 2019, around like before the like second revision from like the legacy system to like the current iteration of the game came out with the retranslation. So I remember trying it out a lot back then when I was watching my friend Velvet at I think it's still Velvet right now for Velvet, what she's going by now. When watching her play through all of that and just enjoying what I was seeing, but not like getting like fully hooked in just yet. But nah, Magical Girls sold me. I'm a sucker. I will always dive in to try out anything that's got Magical Girls in it. Because that reminds me, I need to get caught up with Precure and other like shows like that I've been putting off. Because like there's so much shows I need to just catch up with, because I know people tell me, oh yeah, you gotta go rewatch Stranger Things, you gotta go do like something else or whatever, like other such things. Like, and I'm just like, I have not seen anything of Stranger Things. I have not seen anything from like a lot of recent stuff I've just not seen show wise. Lol, you old man with bad memory problems. I am not that bad, probably. Like, I'm good at remembering long-term stuff. I know that, like, once it shifts to long-term memory, I'm fantastic with remembering that. It's just a problem of shifting from the long-term to the short-term. But I do want to try to get caught up with, at least finish up Hero Gato Sky Precure, because that was the one I remember starting me on actually watching, like, watching all the Precure shows. But I need to finish that, at least, before I start, was it Star Detective is the new one that's coming out, I think? I know there's been promo material coming out for it recently, for like, it's a new detective, like, slightly time travel detective-y one too, which is also ironically relevant, because we just brought up Knives Out and other, like, mystery story stuff like that, so could be worse. You could have the memory of a certain old voidling. That's also true. At the very least, I can hold myself as having a better memory than Blurry. I'll take respect in that. I'll take my win there. Gotta have something over there. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, Revy, you've now got a Silent Orchestra's fit going on. After we finally beat up Silent Orchestra enough to get that off stream, why don't you fist fight Silent Orchestra one-on-one? I want to see how well this gear is. Because I would assume that since it's Aleph, it should be able to deal with this just fine. But is this one of the bugged weapons? Because I know, love this game to bits. It's kind of got a lot of bugginess to it. All right. Okay, good progress. Doing good, doing good. Okay, so this is a multi-hitter. Gotcha. Okay, so you can solo it, Revy. Good to know. Anyway, get back up to your department to heal up. We're gonna need to think on that. All right. Well, actually, now that I've got that, I could probably take Park out of the once we hit the next deck, probably take Park out of the grass vine, the green stem gear, and give Park like a, what is it, Big Bird, because Big Bird super amounts of black damage. Yeah, that would be good. And I think was yours doing, what was Da Capo doing? Hold on. What was your name? Silent Orchestra. What was your weapon doing? Was that red and white damage, or was it just, okay, no, you do white damage. You just do it like stupid fast. So if we get white damage, then combine it with some like better black damage from oh no, okay, that's why it took you a bit longer. I just remembered Scarecrow's weak to black. That's why it took a little bit longer there than when you just had a Big Bird stuff. That makes sense. Yeah, the game doesn't tell you when a weapon's hit multi hit. Nope, that's why I had to pull that up on the wiki. Like, that does feel like something like if they made it today, they'd probably like fix with a bunch of the weapon descriptions, because I know PM has gotten generally better with actually explaining how stuff works, but also not, because because they've also kind of also fall into the same trap of lots of games when they start doing the like a live service game where everything's got like stupidly long passive names and descriptions and statuses that really could be, if you explained it, a lot clearer. But because they have to reference stuff that crosses multiple pages, they have to give it with like special names that you need to look up and remember. As opposed to other simpler stuff, because they gotta get like, you have to follow like, hold up, like Hanafuda Ishmael is like dead simple of play the card the game tells you and you're good. But you gain a stack, everything there. But then when they like actually have to explain it, it does like, yes, if it does not have a suit in hand, game random suit that corresponds to the skill on the leftmost unit skill slot. If either one was X, gain an extra stack. If it does not there, don't gain a stack and activate. A lot of this could be simplified down so much, but also at the same time, I think that's just the matter of like how they've gotten used to writing skill descriptions, and I don't think like swapping them around too much would help at this point. So it's just like fallen into a pattern of this is our life now. It sucks. Project Moon should remaster or remake Lob Corp. Imagine the agents having cool animations and coin sounds when fighting. See, the thing is, I don't think Lob Corp should have coin sounds. Like, Lob Corp is not built for like the turn-based action thing that like requires a lot of the coin flip action, stuff like that is in Lob Corp. I think the difficulty of the game comes from managing, like, juggling multiple balls simultaneously. If they tried to have a more intensive combat system than they already have, I do not think that would actually be good for the game. Because the way it currently is, it needs to do what it is. It needs to play how it currently is in order to like not be overwhelmed, not be like actually like a nightmare to manage. The difficulty from Lob Corp comes from every abno being simple and straightforward, yes. In a vacuum, these are all simple, straightforward, do one thing fine. But when everything's asking for your attention and you've got like a quota to meet, and so you're trying to optimize that, that's where the difficulty comes from. I don't want it to be like, do that, but when it's suddenly suddenly like you need people to fight, you gotta pull your attention away from the work you're doing there, and like fight to your death. Oh, I haven't played any Limbus Company, it got boring to me. That's fair, I can't fault you for that. The gameplay is very distinct for like what it does, and like I know that's not for everyone. It's either too simple or like it's just not like engaging enough to keep you with. It took me a bit to actually get into it myself. I know because when I first started in, I got like skill checked by one of the boss fights they have. Because the Project Moon does not explain how to play the game at all. That's always been their problem. They either over-explain or they don't explain. So when I got to a first boss fight that required me to know mechanics, it did not click with me because none of the actual tutorializing or like onboarding I had been given helped me in the slightest. So don't add Orlek till day 50. What? Why wouldn't we want to add Orlek? We gotta make him suffer, don't you know? No one can escape the pain train. Just hit win rate, says Hime. See, that's all fun in games till all the win rate stuff does nothing. I like Ruin It a lot too, but just Limbus was... Yeah, that's what I think. Like, if you don't like Limbus because it's too simple, I think Ruina is the best game possible. It's just Ruina also has a hell of an onboarding period. Both because of like how many mechanics it's got going on, and just like the like cliff overhang difficulty spikes it has like every few chapters. Not that that's bad. I do love the story in Ruin, and I do want to get to it once I finish up here with Lob Corp, but still, like, that's I don't know. There's just a lot of this going. There's just a lot of stuff from like, I love Project Moon's games in part because of how flawed they are. Like, I don't think Limbus or Ruina would be as good as they are if they didn't slightly make you hate them to play. Like, if Ruiner didn't have its, like, nightmarish difficulty with, like, how everything steps up every few chapters in order to sell the story, the fact that, oh, yeah, life in the city sucks, and every time you try to, like, make everything go better for you, the city's gonna get even harder and fight back. And everything. There's that there. And, like, oh, okay, oh, yeah, okay, punching birds out, that's fine. But I don't know where I was going with that full thought, but I don't know. Papode, Letitia, Spiderbud. Let's get Spiderbud so we can have, like, a better dedicated, like, instinct trainer. Yep. Hi, B. Goodbye, B. Can't believe Magical Girl didn't like Limbus when a student is there. Dawn the Magical Girl. To be fair, depending on when Queenie was playing, Magical Girl Dawn might not have been there. Speedrunners kind of ruined library though, that's why difficult. See, I get that's kind of a problem for like a natural difficulty curve, but I also think like because of the fact it is so difficult and hard to engage with, that's also not quite a good thing, but like something that makes it distinct and stand out. Not just distinct, stand out, and gives it a strong identity of its own. Because a lot of the problem with a lot of like current games available right now, I'm not saying like, perhaps it might just be my experience with doing a lot of like more live service games that want you to stick around and stuff, or like a lot of the easier like games that are trying to be hard, is they try to give you deliberate bullshit difficulty for no reason. But like, I love, like, for example, like, I love Souls-like games. I love, like, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne. Love them to death. They're one of my favorite genres of games. I don't really feel like engaging with any new ones, though. Because when they're trying to be hard, they just add, like, stupid, like, bullshit difficulty there. So instead of like having like the standard like normal attack patterns people expect, suddenly these attack patterns go on for like 30 seconds, constantly dodge rolling, dodge spinning. You have to know what exactly to hit, otherwise you get hit with a 50 hit unbeatable combo or something like that. Or they just or like in live service games they will just inflate the health to like 20 million or something absurd, like after every single patch, to make sure everyone has to keep pushing just a little bit harder, keep following the latest update stuff. With like Ruiner, even though speedrunners kept like min-max and getting everything perfect there, the fact that you can learn the game, you start out with a hard, because usually when they put the new difficulty levels in, that was always generally between like when you're raising up from a new rank in the city, from like you're no longer Canard, you're now just like an urban plague or an urban nightmare or something. That's usually when the next difficulty spikes appear, and you get to see people who are deliberately meant to be like notable and stronger than the last people you make, not just from narratively, because like some difficulty spikes in games that are just sort of like, ah yes, this person was meant to be the legendary warrior, and then you fight another one where just like some random side boss, whatever, is twice as hard. Because they keep trying to push you up to do more high stakes, high tier, like strong people in the city. It feels more earned, I guess, in my mind, that like we're fighting more hard and bullshit enemies and like the difficulty keeps spiking. I don't know, I'm kind of just rambling. I don't know if my thoughts are like fully congealed on this, like congealed and like solidified to a strong like argument there just yet, because I'm just getting the words out in the moment. Let me quickly hold on. I know you said not to add Arlic just yet, but why would we free him from suffering? Let him into our torment, into the torment nexus. And we need to just give him a... Yeah, actually, you know what? Like, give him, like, little red hair like that with, like, a little puff up there. Give it sort of like a little... give it the little, like, red puff up like a little, chicken's head thing there. Give you that. Orlac, let's give you... You don't have anything level 5 there just yet, so you get to go back to WoWs. We'll give you... Ah. Yeah, because you haven't had any hags, we'll give you the sad boy armor. And then give the sad girl armor. Give you... Right, okay. Good. Good job, team. Oh no, I only tried Limbus Company very recently. I still didn't like it, and I don't like Don very much. That's fair. Like, Don Quixote is one of those people that's like, it's a very polarizing character archetype to get around. So like, I understand why people aren't like onto her, into her as much, because she does appear very much as like comedic and disjointed and everyone there. Like, yes, even early on when it's supposed to be like you're establishing everyone's like base character archetypes before you can like elaborate on them and fill them up with more distinguished characterizations. Like, I can't, like, if the initial base characterization didn't like appeal to you, that's no fault on your own. You have the full right to believe that and feel that. Because like, I know it took me a bit to get like sold on several of the characters I like a lot now, because let's see, I know Dawn, when she was initially added, she as her like base character, she was very much just like a one note bit for a while. It took very much to get into Kanto 3, I think, when you're learning about Sinclair, where you get to see her just start, oh no, she's not just like, oh yeah, funny little weirdo, she's kind of actually crazy at points because of how she had to just like not only get us like kidnapped, not only cause us to get like black bagged in the subway, but also how she just like started beating up Sinclair to get him to calm down. And so you start realizing, oh, there's something wrong with this person. It's not just a matter of her just being weird for the sake of being weird. But then, where is it? With other characters I like, it just, that point just takes forever to get to, and I can't fault people for not liking them. Like, what is it? In Honkai Star Rail, one of the latest characters they've got, one of the characters that got in their last patch cycle, Cypher, comes across for a while just as the usual, like, haha, I am the jokey, whimsical, playful thief, haha, watch me go run around and steal things from you, ha 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 ha. Case avoids Ida. I'm trying to remember which one Ida is. Oh, the mariachi person. I do not. I'll be honest, I did not remember Ida existed. I did not remember much from Kanto 2, sadly. But like what I was saying with like the character from with the character like Cypher from Honkai Star Rail, like I can see her being not a character people initially will like a lot because of the fact she's kind of a jokey, playful, like, look at me, haha, I am the playful thief, whatever, watch me steal, what, you gotta pay me up in order for me to do stuff, whatever. But then as we actually finally get to her story segment in the story where you get to see why she does what she does beyond just the matter of like, haha, I am playing the role of the thief character in the archetype for everything there. That got in like how much she actually like sacrificed in order to be like one of the heroes. Like I can't be too mad that Dark Whisper, no, she's too cute to be hated. What are you talking about? You're talking about Cypher. I agree, but I also understand like some people just don't like the whimsical, funny thief character. Sadly, they are wrong, of course, but they're wrong, of course. But you can't. They missed the chance to see Cypher become the greatest hero of all of Amphorius. Like, still, what is it? Until Kanto 3 got released when Ida got a debuff. You went there, Park. Ida first came out, she was a nightmare. Cypher? Cypher. Cypher/Cypher, depending on which version, whichever one of her you're talking about. Because, like, everyone in Amphoria, in the character there, had the whole matter of, like how Greek people could have, like a full name and then, like, a truncated, like, nickname or something there. They sort of do that a lot in that story chapter. Yeah, let's go there. But I barely survived once in her life. I'll admit, I first tried Limbus Company in like Kanto, in like a season 2 and 3 and stuff like that. I don't remember her being that hard. Like, I don't remember actually facing any difficulty. I could not just win rate. I could not just win rate at all through up until, I think, the Chicken Man. I forget his name, like a Papa Bongi or something, maybe. The Chicken Man was the only one I felt I had to, like, start using, like, any level of, like, strategy. And even then, that was just, like, basic strategy that I couldn't just win right through. And then again, I could just win right through everything until we hit Dongbek. And that was the first, like, actual difficulty wall I hit that I just did not want to face. So I don't... Where'd that thread come from? There was, like, a random bundle of a bunch of thread on my, like, shirt for some reason. But... we hate Cypher in this house, even though I don't know who Cypher is. Sorry, Park, that's an execution. Sorry, Park. Sorry, Park, just for saying that. We gotta... We like Cypher in this house. We gotta take you out back. Sorry. I don't make the rules, but we respect her in this house. We'll see you in the next... We'll see you in the next loop round. She's our favorite cat thief girl in the world, and we will not take any disrespect to the hero of Akama, the greatest hero of all times. Let's try this one more time. Well, while I'm here. Let's just bump these up already. Actually, while I've got them bumped up, can I... You've got level 5 on some stuff. Can I just throw... No, you don't have high enough temperance. That's what Slime needed. Okay, gotcha. Cypher is the best cat. Her life is the only one. I really don't know who Cypher is. Like, I know you don't. That's why I immediately restarted for it instead of just leaving you for dead. Like, I know you were doing it for a gag. But, yeah, no. I like Cypher. I like Cypher. I have not regretted rolling for her, despite the fact, like, I spent all my rolls on her instead of Hyacinth, and I regretted that more than anything else. Yeah. You don't get it, but some people know what Star Rail is. This, yeah, I spent all my rolls. I ignored Hyacinth when she first came out and spent all my rolls on Cypher. I had to wait for Hyacinth's rerun, and that was hell. I was fighting for my life during that first anomaly arbitration to get anywhere near close to, like, surviving. Like, actually some of the worst time I've ever had playing the game. If you say cat, that barely narrows it down to the amount of cats in the characters from Catwoman to every cat ninja thief or the cat girl thief stuff there, yeah. That's fair. The cat, it is a very common archetype. That's why I'm like, I'm not faulting you for it, but she is a... hold on, let me pull up a warp tracker. At the very least, I can just point and say, ah, yes, this one, and then get told, then, like, this won't help you in the slightest if you don't play the game, but still, like, let's at least clarify. We're talking about a cat, we mean, this one. This funny cat there. Talking about a cat, isn't there a cat girl meme that's a gremlin and says the N-word? I think I know the one you're talking about, but that's a meme and a complete assassination of the actual character. If I remember right, because I think the one you're talking about is Neko Arc, and that's just because people, like, it's annihilating a legitimately fantastic character from Tsukihime, because they're trying to turn it into a meme, and then they just turned her racist, because 4chan got there, and we hate that. I built pity on Anaxa and got him lucky. I remember when Anaxa's banner was first coming out, I hated him. Like, not as a character, he's a fantastic character. I refuse to want to pull him because I am a, like, die-hard Silverwolf fan. Like, I will fight for my girl Silverwolf at every single chance I can. And she had not gotten any news about her buff just yet. So, to my knowledge, this random character was just coming out of the blue and just saying, hey, yeah, I'm gonna take all the, like, entire unique gimmick Silverwolf had, do it better, and then be part of, like, one of the best teams in the game. Also, your girl has not gotten a rerun in a while. Sorry. Fuck you. Silverwolf buff. She got her buff. Silverwolf got her buff in, like, July. What do you mean when? Like, I got her up to E4. Then, I'm still waiting for her next rerun to get, like, her a full E6 Silverwolf. I never pull for meta, I pull for waifu. Don't worry, that was me pulling for my waifu. I pulled 5 copies of this girl, and I still need to get 2 more. Silverwolf, Kafka, Blade, and Jingliu. Yeah. Yeah, those were the first 2 patches there. We're getting 2 more now, which of, yeah, what was it? It's gonna be Black Swan and Sparkle? Yeah, Sparkle. That was it. Where is... Yeah, okay, everyone's in there, so just the agents, you get that. Yeah, Neko, they made her into many different types of characters. From Red Flag to... Yeah. Yeah, I hate what they've done to Neko art, because I love... Like, Tsukihime is legit a fantastic piece of art in writing. And, like, if any of you are willing to engage with visual novels, it should be one of the ones... It should be one you do. But it's also, like, that one's console only, so you can't, like, get it on Steam or anything, which is annoying. Because, like, every other one of the visual novels Type Moon has put out, they have just put into, like, oh yeah, you can get it on, like, a Steam, on PlayStation, on Switch, etc. But for some reason, Tsukihime is the odd one out. You can't get that one on anywhere, but it isn't, like, Switch or PS4, so I have to add it to my Switch library and get back to playing it at some point. I remember that being the beginning of her end. Downfall, Fei Xiao. I mean, I don't know. Fei Xiao still seems to be, like, working solid enough for me when I'm getting up against, like, wind weak enemies and stuff like that. But also at the same time, like, my Fei Xiao, I do have E2 Fei Xiao, so I kind of have it, like, easy. Because, like, I that's deliberately went, like, her Eidolon, where a lot of her stuff, like, unlocks to make it easy mode. So, like, if you don't have, like, E to her, like, I can see that being a lot harder on you. But I know at the same time, like, if I'm facing a lot of wind-weak enemies, I tend to also am starting to shift over to using Saber. Because I am also a Fate sucker. And if the moment I see any Fate content, I will just go, play it, try it. Prudence. Yeah, you said, was it Prudence, right? Temperance. Okay, damn. Okay, so we need more justice and so okay. So people do need to train with Death Shoots then. She's very good in Apocalypse Shadow, yeah. Yeah, she's definitely still really nice to have around. It's just a matter of, like, actually getting to, like, content that like I can use her with. Because when the element weaknesses stopped mattering, Silverwolf stock went down. I mean, you say that. Most elemental weaknesses still do matter. Like, it still does matter a lot for a lot of content. It's just a matter of, you know, like, actually picking fight that you can use a team built with her. Because, like, I love Silverwolf. I want to make her into a full DPS. But I can't just yet, because I still want to get a couple more Eidolons and get better relic rolls. So I need content that, like, that's, like, gives you more, like, that isn't, like, giving the sub buffs of something like, they don't like the Apocalyptic Shadow ones where, like, you lose crit rate, the lower HP they've got, because that's meant to be, like, a break shill or, like, a dot shill or something similar. The pic of Cypher you showed remind me of, like, 800 cat girls that have the same aesthetic as her. They should make her that cat that got a face disappointment and from Australia. I don't think I know that one off the top of my head, but I do believe you on that one. Still. Speaking of Fate, I'm still waiting for Fate Prototype to get... I don't think they're gonna actually adapt Fate Prototype. Like, I love Prototype. It's a fantastic, like, it's one of the best things Type Moon has, like, ever, like, teased at, but they also, I don't think they want to show it. Because Prototype is something separate from, like, the current Fate we got. And, like, keeping that timeline straight is keeping the normal Fate timeline straight is already kind of a nightmare. Remember that, so... But I would love to see, at the very least, like, full Arash, like, animation stuff. Not just what we got in the Camelot movies for Fate Grand Order, but we got to see Arash, like, no-sell Rongo Miniad from Artoria. It's like, where we no-sell, like, Lancer Artoria in one shot being the greatest. But that didn't stop them. You're true. That's true. That did not stop them from still shelling out about it, but Fate Prototype. No, this is not a prototype the game by Radical Entertainment. This is Fate Prototype. It's a mobile gacha game, sort of like Limbus Company or Star Rail or something like that. So it's actually one of the oldest ones. It's celebrated 10 years, I think. It's on like its 10th or 11th year. It's one of the original like big mobile gacha games that I've been playing since I think almost like almost year one. Not close enough to year one, it doesn't matter. Like I need to get back to like to go farm the latest patch they put in there, because you know the Samurai Remnant collab is there, and I need to. Oh, Park, I don't want you. I need Revy. There. Park, you're going up there. But that's another thing I could get back to streaming, is because I haven't touched Samurai Remnant either. But I haven't touched Samurai Remnant in a long time, because that used to be a thing I streamed when it first came out like 2 years ago. That was on my PS5, and I don't use my PS5 really anymore. It just sits there collecting dust. I might just get it again on PC and just like maybe play it off stream, I guess. Oh, thank you again for the hydrate, Pachi. Imagine if Silk Song and Limbus had a crossover. You saw the Don Quixote Silk Song I posted that. Maybe? Because I know when Silk Song first came out, there was a lot of fan art about that coming out. Of like turning all of the members of Limbus Company into bugs and stuff like that, but I don't think I've seen that. Okay, I see Hornet Dawn. Okay, that's cute. That's a cute one there of like putting Dawn in the Hornet outfit. I don't know. I don't think. Well, first off, like getting a crossover in the first place was already like. That was already seemed like 9/11 or like another like a war zone for every single like member of like Limbus who played Limbus that didn't end up getting the egos. But also the fact that since it was so limited time compared to everything else, it was such a dramatic change up. I don't think they'll want to do that unless it's another thing that like Kim Ji-hoon is like super passionate about again. Thinking of getting Ultra Kill sometimes. The game seems awesome. I have sat on Ultra Kill as a game to get to, because I like shooting games. I do like, even though I don't play too many of them, I do like shooters. Hey, no, Park, you're staying up there for now. But, like, since that seems to be pulling a lot more influence from, like, older school, like, shooter game stuff, like Doom, like Doom, Quake, but also pulling up newer, like, move. Oh, got something back in my throat. Hold on. Oh, okay, no, I'm out of drink. Where's my other? There's my bottle. There we go. There's the spare. There's the backup. Hydrate. Yeah. But since they kept pulling up with new like shooter mechanics and design stuff from like the newer games, like newer games like the shoot the coin in order for extra skill chat in order to like incentivize like precision, like snapshot, quick twitch reflexes too. Like it's one that's been sitting just in general on my like periphery as I should like this, but also there are elements like that are like poking at it like the edge of its design that like may not make me like it either. That will just like make me hate it, since I know like I don't like the twitch reflex shooter game stuff. But yeah, I listen to a lot of the game's music very often. That's also true. It also has fantastic like over-the-top music. And everything I've seen about the story, I don't know if everything I've heard about the story is a shitpost or not. I don't know if that makes sense. I think you might get it. I think you might understand what I'm talking about, Queenie. Where like every time I hear something about the story, it's some grand operatic biblical tale about this one robot who you keep fighting over and over is like fall from grace from heaven, and it speaks like it's some great like grand biblical story like there's like about the robot finding God or something. And then it go back to the gameplay and it's just like, oh yeah, this one robot just like, hey, hi, I'm going to ruin your life. Pew pew, I'm done. Haha, bye. Like, you could say it's quite an overkill. Exactly. How did you know how to put it so succinctly? Or like, Yeah, 7-4's story drop is insane. Yeah, so I might go and try it out at some point. But also, actually, how much is Overkill again? Because I know it's on my wish list, but that's not helpful. There's like 800 games on my Steam wish list. Hold on. Wait, huh? Wait, what? Where is it? Wait, what? Why can't... It's called Overkill, right? It's... sorry, Ultra Kill. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I kept thinking Overkill for a moment there. I'm like, wait a minute, what? What? Like, cause I was staring at that for a while. I was thinking, this looks familiar. No, it's not. Wait, no, yep, no, but huh? Yeah, cause I know it was by New Blood. Cause that's entirely like one of the most New Blood interactive games they have. Considering they've got that, they've got Gloomwood, they've got Dusk, they've got Faith the Unholy Trinity. Like, if you like that type of games, man, you just go for like that. I just realized that Firefly's premium team is all her supports are brunette. I mean, not even counting her premium team. If you pull up Gallagher again, like he's also brunette and fills the role of like as the support. But like the freest premium support we've ever gotten. Then there's like, yeah. Unless you count like Trailblazer, but also Trailblazer's kind of free, so we don't usually count them. So, because they're also generally not the premium team member, unless you're counting like. Back again, had a phone call from my little sibling. He's doing his compulsory military service. I hope that's going well. I was trying to remember what there was another thing that I just related to the compulsory military service that I was thinking of, because what is it? It was like the author of Solo Leveling or some other really big manhwa, like just got their like compulsory military service started, and I was just seeing like fans of it just going, no, why can't, no, let them continue writing Peak, we need it now. Also, Trailblazers ran usually as RMC. That's also fair. But I know like if you really want to do like sustainless teams without Lingsha and stuff like that, if you replace Lingsha with Harmony MC and end up with, because Harmony MC, Dahlia, Firefly, and Fugue, those three can end up doing really fast work there. I'm still waiting for the latest story, HSR story, because it ended with an aha Rickrolling. I mean, we are going to Elation Land next. We already know we're going to, like, Elation Planet next. And they already do canonically have a character named Ast Rickley. So, if you know, I mean. Let's just, let's just buff you all up to max out. Let's just max you all out right now, I guess. I prefer RMC Speedway. I generally don't mind that too, but if you're going for specifically with a, like, super break, like, premium, like, super meme team, because I'm not there, I'll give it to you for now, Oralek. Don't ruin the clothes. But we need ALF to sun everyone just because we can't afford it right now. But, yeah, since we're going with the Great Elation team next, setup next, interested in seeing how that goes, because we know we have Sparksy, and we've got, okay, Sparksy as a name kind of sucks. Like, I get why they're going with, like, Sparkle, Sparksy, we're seeing the streamer version of Sparkle. I feel like that's something that they just could not translate compared to what they did with, like, Japanese and Chinese for the name. Because, like, if you look at, the Japanese name for, like, Sparkle, her name is like a Hana... Is like a Hanabi. Her name's like Hanabi? Yeah. But when they made her like, yes, Sparksy instead, her name is now Hibana. Which, okay, that's so hard to translate in to like English or somewhere else. But I can't be mad, that's so clever. Like, yeah, Madam Herda to the Herda. Okay, but see, the thing is, Madam Herda to the Herda is so, like, going from just Herda to the Herda is so funny. Like, imagine just calling yourself the, like, giving yourself the title of the, but and no one can challenge you on that because they're not wrong. You are in fact the Herda. Like, who's gonna argue with you then? Like, you're the favorite character at the time for most things, so it's so Herda coded. Now her name is now Spark Beeling. Nah, see, we like Sparkle. She's our favorite terrorist. All Luck wants his hags, but Sinclair took them all. Yeah. Oh, you okay, Arlek? Oh, wait, we've got the flowers, right? That was the thing with this one. Bud sprouted, and you enjoyed increased work SP. Repression work, so don't do repression work. Don't let other Abnos escape, that's fine. She is a peerless gem. She is an unrivaled genius. She is an inimitable beauty. You missed the manhwa recommendation I had. Sorry, I was going, let's see. I recommend a manhwa where the artist changes the story in the light novel to make it peak. It's called Dungeon Odyssey. Dungeon is the only manhwa where the light novel is garbage and the artist changes the story using creative freedom to make the story better. And I mean, to be fair, that's something I see a lot of times with when they go from like web novels to light novels in storytelling. Because like a lot of the stuff we see as like the big popular like anime and like light novels, stuff like that, started out as web novels on sites that I know the sites' names. I am blanking on them on like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm blanking on them. But they all started like similar like big like famous like popular sites that other like authors and stuff do that with. So oh god, I left for a few minutes, now we have the tree. What do you mean it's just a tree? It's just a tree with a shiny sad face in there. What's the worst that could happen with the tree, Queenie? Do you not think about the environment? Especially in the city, we need to plant more trees. Let's just do some grab some people down there so we can start kicking butt. Yeah, Park, go back to doing do some judgment work there. But hey, that sounds interesting enough. I'll probably add that to like a list to like a look to read at too, but I've also been bad at keeping up with a lot of the like manga, manhwa, and like other like similar like long form storytelling I've been trying to catch up with, because I know I have been meaning to catch up with I've been trying to catch up with what's the it's called it I'm blanking on it, hold on. It's something Wandering In, that's it. Wandering In. It's basically a web novel, I guess I would say. Yeah, if that helps. Because like it's not been adapted to a like physical book form, but it's got the web novel they have available to read for free, and it's got the like a bunch of like audiobook stuff on Audible that I've been trying to listen to. Like those I have been like trying to chip away at for like a year now, but Wandering In word count. Hold on. This is important. I need to check the current Wandering In word count. Ahem. As of now, currently The current word count for Wandering Inn is 15,989,344. With 18 books released, 10 volumes, quote unquote, a compilation of like several books there, 39 books total, and 797 chapters. Yeah, I have been chipping away at that for a while, and I am barely like 4 books into that. Ugh. Right. Eyeballing the time. Okay, eyeballing the time. I think if I can make it to, like, finish this day, I should be able to... Yeah. Just keep working with Scarecrow, get... Oh, why are we over there? But yeah, keep working with Scarecrow, get all the practice we need out that. And then just, like, keep beating it up over and over again. That should be fine enough to, like, speedrun the end of the day. I'm happy to say I found one called Isekai Oji-san, where happens to be reverse Isekai, where the protagonist being an Isekai. And... Oh yeah, isn't that the one that got an anime recently on, I think it was Netflix something, where, like, old man who used to be, like, Isekai hero came back in his old man body and stuff. And now he's just like, yes, I remember this time, my time in the fantasy realm. Look, I can do magic, woohoo! And, like, you just see his family going, what the fuck is this? What do you mean? You were in a coma for, like, 3 weeks. What happened? Yeah, it's those books. Like, it's one I've been meaning to, like, watch. It's been on my watch list for a while, but I've just not done anything with it. Like, that's just most of my, like, anime watch list now, where shows I know I'll like, I know I'll enjoy, I have not seen. I just do not watch. They just sit there waiting. Wherever you go in this time, like, keep mixing it up. Oh no, the cloud path count. Okay, that's a bit concerning, right? Because that has a counter that goes down every single time an Abno escapes. Oh well. Uh, 3 weeks and it was like 12 to 10, 20 years. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, to be fair, I only like saw like, what is it? I only saw like part of the like teaser promo for it, so I didn't fully know like how long he'd been gone. But that's fair. If he has been gone out that long, that's also reasonable crash out. All right, let's finish up for now, because I think, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if you're gonna keep escaping, then, and that's how we're gonna handle things. Revi, since you do white damage and you resist, Scarecrow keeps resisting that. Why don't we have you speed things up a bit? You're going to keep working with their Freischutz, with our favorite shoot boy. Meanwhile, Park, go back in, talk with the Scarecrow. You two will beat it up again. I probably should do some more work with the WoW here we've got to make sure nothing bad happens, but I'm sure it'll probably be okay. Only mildly concerning, but, you know, we take those. Only mild concern, only mild, like, threats to our lives, yeah. Like, look at this, like, you're beating it up just fine, just slapping it with slime and hitting it, like, with your 16-hit multi-hit combo, like, target attack or whatever. I don't remember what that, I just remember that was, like, something like a isekai title or something, too, that I don't remember all the info from. We'll just send you in there again. Wherever you go in there again, too. There's also another manga about the isekai kid finally got back home and went to have a normal life until his dark elf yandere companion somehow made a portal to go to his world. Arlek? Where did you go? Or like, where did you go? Oh, okay, I sent you off with Der Freischütz, okay. You disappeared, I thought something happened with... I thought something happened and you got or something. Because I clicked on you instead of Revy. And because I sent Arlek away instead of... Whoops. Well, that's a problem. And thank God for premium YouTube. Wait, are you getting ads? What? Wait, are you getting YouTube ads? Oh, wait, no. If you're seeing the ad marker on here, that's for Twitch side. What? Huh. Yeah, the ad marker on stream right now is for Twitch ends of things. You should be fine for that, unless YouTube is suddenly running ads on my channel instead. In which case, why am I not getting a cut? Why are you running ads without me knowing, YouTube? I don't have ads enabled. I don't make money. What are you on about? Right. Okay. But I think. Yeah, leave my PC now. Go to my cell phone. No problem, Pachi. Thanks. Thank you for coming by. I think because I told them it would be like about 2 hours before that, and I should be almost done in time for movie night. Then I think I'll call it there, just because it's movie night. It's movie night. I could be going more. And yeah, I need to go. I want to see Knives Out. I could keep going. I do have the energy. I do have the mindset. I do have the will to keep going. But it's Knives Out night, and I need to see this with friends. Need to see this, and if I don't watch it with them, they're gonna see it without me again, like they did with the first Knives Out. So I'm sorry for cutting it so short, even though I mentioned I would be a kind of abrupt ending. Sorry. I will be back again tomorrow. I'll be playing Unbeatable, the fun rhythm game where music is illegal, and it's like weird, very punk vibe for the story going on. But I'll be back again tomorrow, same time, so like 9 p.m. Central Time, if that helps, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I'll still be going until I finish whatever episode that one is, because I've heard there's only like 5 or 6 episodes, so we'll be going for that long. There. Have a good movie night. Have a good night, chat. Thanks y'all again so much for stopping by. I'll be doing again more LobCorp every Saturday till I beat the game. So if you're sad about this stream being too short, check again next Saturday. So unless something happens, I'll be back again then. Take care. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye.